Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's have a look at a bit of an update on silver and gold today, and also the mining stocks. Well, it's a bit of an update. Now the question for gold and silver, maybe also a little bit of the mining stocks, is are we starting to develop a bit of a bear flag action? That's right, a bear flag action. It's really interesting to see that things have really started to shift and change, and we definitely want to start to see things pick up from here, and we don't want to see it start. Well, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Firstly, we can see with what's happening with gold here, and the interesting thing is, like, it's at a do or die situation right now when it comes to gold. Even looking at the big picture, right? So if I have a long-term chart, bam, or if I have long-term trend lines, you can see if I bring up the long-term weekly charts, you can look at this here, right? We're definitely at an area of long-term support levels. Now, let me just take that off the screen. Because it's not really relevant to where we are right now. And I want to see that we're at sort of X marks the spot on two different main levels of support. And so what we're looking at here with silver and gold is, you can see here we have a low level here. We have the support level that came through here. And look what happened just recently. And again, looking at the weekly chart here, we can see we had a bounce through here and a bounce through there and also a bounce. So we're at a bit of a do or die sort of situation here right now. On the short term, we may be developing some sort of a bear flag. If I bring up that daily chart once again, this could be, actually, you know what? Forget that. That's not a bear. This is actually not a bear flag. Silver is developing a bear flag, and I'll get to silver in just a minute. But let's focus on gold here. The big picture here with gold is that we have rallied up, and now we've come back down to sort of X marks the spot, which is this support back here and this support back here. So it's X marks the spot and a head and shoulder formation. Now, is it a head and shoulder formation? Because look at this here. So we have this, so this could be the left head. This could be the left head. There you go. How do you like those for apples? Maybe like me, right? I think I had two heads sometimes looking at these markets. It's like upside down. The left shoulder. All right, I cracked myself up. Head, and then right shoulder. Oh man, having a good old time here. Left shoulder, head, and then right shoulder. So you can see what's going on through here, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So this actually could be a right shoulder. So what is confirmation for this shoulder? Well, what we want to see is, if I create, can I copy? Oh, I can't do that, can't I? No. So this level through here, this is that level through there that you really want to keep an eye on for. Actually, you know what? Let's actually just do this. Let's draw from there to there. So this resistance level here, you can see around that 1900 level of resistance. That's that key level here, right? Because you can see here that we had a big move up, and then we started going through a bit of a sort of a slow move on the downside. We had this move up, nice bit of a double top formation, and now we've actually broken down and found support here. So it really is in a do or die situation. And the key that I'm looking for right now when it comes to the gold chart is, we really want to start to see gold hold here and start to rally back above 1900. If that's going to be the case, then the buyers are starting to come back in, and that's when we're probably going to start to see a very, very nice move to the upside. We don't want to see it hold and break down. We don't want that. We want to see something like this hold, and even if it does come down like this here a little bit, but then hold here, come back up, that's going to create a higher low, right? Higher low is a trend reversal. We've been coming down through here, come back up, higher low. If we do hold through around that 1750 level, and we continue up and we break past here, we break past there, then now guess what? The trend is now turning from this sort of downward movement into now an uptrend. Because in an uptrend, what do we have? We have higher lows breaking past previous highs. That's an upward trend. Now, sometimes we can get a downward trend that looks like this: lower highs, and then we rally up, and then we come back down, and we make a higher low, but we haven't actually broken past these previous highs yet. Makes sense? So that's where the trend, this lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Even though we got the higher low here, the buyers haven't completely changed the trend, and the trend is now still on the downside. We need to see a move to the upside, breaking past this key level here of the resistance level there, and that's the change in trend that we need to see. So and you can see that's actually what happened with Bitcoin, but on the flip side. On Bitcoin, what happened with Bitcoin, right? We're making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, but what happened? We broke down, made a lower low, and then a lower high, and then it was that point there, here, that the change of trend, and that was 50,000 exactly. Actually, let me bring up the Bitcoin chart. Let me actually share with you what I'm talking about here. Let me just go to a blank chart here for a minute. Do I have a blank chart? Yes, I do. All right, cool. Right, you can see I've even got the arrows here. So look at this here. Remember, it's a change in trend, and this is just reading the markets and reading the charts. So we can see we had a move up, a higher low, move up, higher low, higher low. See, we have higher lows all the way up. Then something what happened? We came down, ripped a lower low. Then we had a lower high. Remember, in a downward trend, what do we need? In a downward trend, we need a lower high breaking past previous lows. That's a downward trend. That's sellers in control. And so when this topping pattern was forming, / head and shoulder formation, as soon as we started to break this low here, which is 50,000, I told my private clients, if we're going to start to see some strong selling, it's going to be now. And as you can see, we went from 50 down to around about 30, and now we're holding around that 30 level. And Bitcoin may not be done yet, looking at Bitcoin right now. So that's a different story, but I just really wanted to help you when it comes to chart reading and helping you take the confusion out of the markets of what's really going on right now and how do I analyze this. And that's why rule number one is always try to, no, not always try, no. Spit it out, John. Rule number one, always trade with the trend. And this is the trend here. You either have an upward trend, a no one in control, or a downward trend. And if no one's in control, I don't want to be part of it. If it's an upward trend, I want to be part of it. And so that's what we've seen through there. So that's that big picture analysis. Looking at, go back to gold now, and that weekly chart analysis there. That's what we're looking at here. It's X marks the spot. It's a do or die situation, and also head and shoulder. So 3 different levels, 3 different things that are happening through here. So that's what we're looking for there. We're looking for this market to confirm, is this scenario right here exactly like Bitcoin but flipped upside down? So Bitcoin went from a bull move to a topping action to then a bear move. Are we about to see a bear move followed by bottoming action and then to a bull move? Like, are we about to see that? We need the confirmation is going to be above the 1900 level. Moving over now through to silver, and silver on the weekly charts is still bullish. We haven't actually changed anything yet. We can see that looking at the silver chart that we've still got this low, higher low, and a higher low period through here. So we're still squeezing up into this triangle pattern. So that's not bullish or bearish, guys, right? This could be bearish, this could be bullish. It's not. We need to see the breakout first. We need to see confirmation. And so what we want to see when it comes to silver is this. We want to see silver hold here once again. We have this low point, and then we have higher low, and then we have higher low. And then we want to see something like this. I'm not saying this is going to happen, guys, okay? I'm not saying this is going to happen, but we want to see something like that. If we can get that after this here, then we're likely to see some quite extraordinary moves coming out of silver moving into that. Now, looking on the daily chart, though, on this daily chart that we have here, as you can see that we have a trend line going through there, but we have like this potential like little bear flag formation forming here. So it's a really interesting spot, because as you can see also, we're getting towards the end of this major triangle pattern that it's been in now for probably 12 months. And a lot of the time when you start to see something like this, when the market does nothing for just quite some time, that to me is it's resting, right? And it's building a lot of fuel And so therefore, once the field's been done right, then we can start to see a big move. So if you see this a lot in the market. So if we can hold here and we start to develop this move to the upside, that alone is going to be back with the weekly charts, and we're going to be higher low, higher low, higher low, and then a break to the upside. So once again, guys, I don't know if it's going to break to the upside. This is not a bullish or bearish pattern. We need to wait for confirmation. If we do break down out of this triangle pattern to the downside, then we could see a free fall to the downside from there. So we have to wait and see what's happening here with silver. But if we do hold here and we start to break back up above 29, then we could start to see a pretty strong move out of the silver market. Hey traders, I'm giving away 100% free access to my brand new breakthrough full trading course. This is 8 videos over 10 hours of pure amazing and powerful strategies. This is my most powerful systems and strategies that I've used for the last 16 years, and I'm giving it away for free. So this is what I want you to do right now. I want you to go to johnsfreegift.com, or there should be a link around here somewhere, a button or in the description or somewhere in there. Click on that and you can go get free access to my brand new breakthrough trading course. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now. Go to that right now, guys. You can get full, complete, free membership access. Go do that right now.